Amazon, EDC, wherever I find some deals on everyday carry, prep stuff, man cave stuff, tools and stuff like that. I like to present those to you when I can. I found some more deals. I've already bought some for myself, just full disclosure. So I thought maybe I should share them with you. Some of these are time sensitive. Some of these have coupons. If I have any coupons, I'll share them with you. Other than that, just one thing, full disclosure. A lot of times you guys ask me on these videos, hey, the coupon that you gave me is no longer working. I can't control when they expire. Some of these companies give me the codes. I share the codes with you. When they expire, they expire. So let's start off first with a tire inflator, a portable. They call this an air compressor, which technically tire inflators do have an air compressor built inside of them, 150 PSI. Now, you're not going to be running any type of vehicle tire to 150 PSI with this thing. This is going to be more suitable for a heavy duty like bike tire or something like that that has a high PSI. But all sorts of everyday tasks, we're entering spring, inflate those old basketballs, footballs, stuff like that. I have several of these around, some name brand like Fantic, some no name brand. This is one of those brands that you never heard of, but it has pretty good reviews. This is normally $29.99. I have a coupon that will get you 35% off. So that might be something you want to check out. That's going to get this thing down pretty low. So that's going to get additional almost $10 off. That's not horrible to check that out. Now, 100-watt solar panel. This is a pretty surprising deal that I saw. It has a clickable coupon for 50% off. This is normally $160. It's normally $180. It's $160 right now. That's going to get this thing down to $80. 100-watt solar panel is going to be good if you want to run power into your generators that you have, maybe your power stations that you have. But it also includes this little multi-device port here. So while it's gathering the sun, you can plug your devices into it and charge devices on the fly. Yeah, bug out situations are the extreme situation, but even keep it even more simple. You're at one of these spring soccer games. You're going to be going out to different outdoor activities, a field day or whatever. Keep this around, all the power you need with UVs. And I think that's ideal for those scenarios, as well as like off-grid travel and RV camping, places where you're not going to be able to recharge your battery banks that you normally carry with you. Comes with a nice little bag as well. I have a 120-watt version of this one, so this isn't quite there, but I use this to recharge my power stations, and it works pretty well. All the connections you need to also hook up your laptops and stuff like that. I just bought this deal today. Okay, I wanted to present it to you guys, but also wanted to snag it quickly because, you know, it is currently at 43% claimed. So that's one thing we got to think about. This is a Weha stubby screwdriver with 6-in-1 insert bits. Now, I like Weha bits. I wear like Wera bits as well. Weha and Wera bits are my go-to. I like presenting to you guys the micro electric screwdriver kits. Those are great for on-the-fly repairs, but you need really good tools in your man cave, your workshops for working on knives and multi-tools. Less likely that you're going to strip the screws inside of these expensive pocket knives or even cheap pocket knives. So it's going to include a couple of bits for you. It's going to have a T8, T10, T15, 20, and 25 and 30. Basically, T10 and up, you really aren't going to have to really worry about on a pocket knife. The T8 is that sweet spot. A lot of pocket knives use T8. It doesn't have the T6, which pocket knives use a lot of that as well, but it's a 1/4 driver. So if you have other bits laying around, now you have a very capable bit driver. Normally $29.15. This is dropped down to $18.60, 36% off. Looking at the pricing, this thing is sometimes used pricing is $28. That's weird. It hasn't been this low in a very long time. So if this is something that you want, I would recommend keeping something like this to be able to work on your tools. Now, there's a lot of different Timex watches that are on sale. I like field watches. This is not quite a field watch. It doesn't have all the characteristics of that. It may be missing the loom or whatever, but it does offer 24-hour military time. It does have mineral glass crystal, so not sapphire, but mineral glass crystal on the top. If you're trying to transition away from a smartwatch, if you don't own a watch, you want to get a teenager watch, here you go. Normally $54, 35% off, $35.34. I'm showing you the one I thought looked the best. just take a look around and see which the pricing on these other ones. They have the 38 millimeter is the one that I like. They also have the 43 millimeter, which is a little bit bigger. I prefer a smaller watch on the wrist, but this is going to give you the opportunity to slowly start to pry yourself away from always having a smartwatch on you, disconnect yourself from the world a little bit more. Timex makes a good watch. This is water resistant up to 100 feet. I don't know how accurate that's going to be with the I like a lockdown crown, but at $35, you can't really expect too much. And it hasn't been this price in quite a while. Avapau. This is the jump starter that I keep in my truck. Well, this is the brand. This is not the specific jump starter, but I keep an Avapau jump starter in my vehicles. Now, the thing I like about their jump starters, I upgraded from an older school, no name. Technically, Avapau is known in the world of having these type of things, but they're not really known to the masses. I like that they come in their own like little hard case. Of course, you can use these for also, they got an LED light and all the other stuff. I never really care about any of that stuff. I've never thought to myself, I can't see, let me grab my battery, my jump starter. I've never thought about that. But if you're in a pinch, you do not want to wonder if someone's going to stop and help you out for whatever reason. I have a coupon here that's going to get you an additional 20% off. So it has a clickable coupon for 20% off. Then I have another coupon to get the 20% off that price as well. I don't know when my coupon expires, but you may want to check it out sooner than later. That's going to get this price down significantly. So their coupon's getting you $10 off, and then you get 20% off the $10 off. You're going to get a really good price for this. This should be able to basically start any vehicle that's, I would say, 8 liters and below. It does say 7-liter gas. I have an 8-liter, truck, but, put this in most sedans, most SUVs, most crossovers. This will be fine. 5.5-liter diesel. I don't know about that, but this is still a very capable jump starter. I love the fact that it has easy to use. You don't have to worry about hooking your car up to somebody else's. It has a super long standby time. And for me personally, I check my batteries on stuff that's in my vehicle probably about once a month. This is one item I never worry about not being ready to rock and roll. And I've used it all sorts of times, especially I'm at a 7-Eleven. Someone needs their car to be jumped. I don't want to hook my truck up to it. I'm not trying to be a snob or a snood, but I don't want to jack it all up. Junk drawer screwdrivers. Small little pocketable screwdrivers. We're about to come into that season when we have all these tasks around the house, whether it's an apartment or a house or whatever, that it's time for you to knock out. You're going to be buying stuff from IKEA or from Amazon or from whatever, and they're going to give you the crappy Allen key. They're going to give you the crappy included tools. Get yourself a little 3.7 volt or 4 volt rotate. Now, I like the straight version of these, but this one also has a rotatable head electric screwdriver. So this one can go straight. I like the ones that just stay straight. For me personally, that's just what I prefer. But this one not only includes the electric screwdriver, it comes with this small blow molded case, a 10-foot measuring tape. Looks like you got a little cutter in here, a pair of pliers, a hammer, the actual charging cable, some bits, and you have a micro slotted in a micro Phillips head. That's actually a pretty sound kit. $24.99. Normally this thing is $29.99. So that's not horrible. I also have a coupon that will get you an additional 30% off. So that's going to get you about another $6 off of this thing. So check that out. When does the coupon expire? I don't know. That's going to get this below $20. You can get all that stuff. Stick it in your kitchen junk drawer. Be the hero, be the dad, or be the mom or whoever that's always ready to take care of some stuff. The charging brick is not included, so you probably got one of those laying around nonetheless. Now, this is the Tactiman multi-tool. I have a coupon that's going to get this thing 50% off. Now, HVAC Budget on YouTube, I've seen him check this out. This is favoring a Leatherman clone. Which one specifically? I'm not quite sure. It's not really the Wave because it doesn't have a bit driver, but this has a great tool set of tools that you're going to need overall. Has replaceable cutters, which is pretty rare for a budget multi-tool like this, But a pretty full tool set on this altogether. 16-in-1 tools. My code gets you an additional 50% off. Check that link, paste it in there. That's going to get this around like the $13.50, $14 mark after tax, all that good stuff. And I mean, just to throw this in the kitchen junk drawer, throw this in the armrest of your vehicle, have a multi-tool to slowly tighten a fastener that's backing itself out or whatever. Why not? It has pretty good reviews as well. 133 reviews, and it doesn't seem to have too many complaints. So Tactiman, they make a lot of gimmicky stuff. This is one item that I actually think I would throw and keep into the armrest of my vehicle. Bungee cords. So these are $23.79, normally $27.99. That's 15% off. There's a clickable coupon that will get you 12% off. Then I have an additional coupon that will get you 50% off. That's getting you like pretty close to like 12 or 10 bucks. Then you can bundle this if you buy a select 5 items. So there's even another 10% coupon as well. So you can basically get this almost down to $10. You're going to be getting 30 pieces of bungee ranging from 5 feet all the way down to 18 inches. Strapping down tents, strapping stuff to a bike, strapping light items in the back of your truck. Even in your SUVs, you don't want your 5-gallon water moving all over the place. You don't want bags, or maybe you have an important birthday cake in the back of the vehicle. You don't want it moving anywhere. You never know when bungees come in handy. All the way down to like these smaller little cord keep bungees on the far right. Those are pretty handy as well, where you can just keep all sorts of stuff and always ready to go. So you got tarp clips and bungee straps. Snatch these up, keep them there. You never know where you're going to need them, and that's a pretty good price overall. So we do have the Tecton Torx and Star bits. Now these aren't going all the way down to your standard size for working on multi-tools and stuff like that. But if you want to work on vehicles, if you want to work on stuff like that, there are going to be bits that you would prefer to have and rarely use than to need and not have whatsoever. These are it right here. So for your Star bits, you're going from E10 to E24, and for your Torx, you're going from T30 to T70s, skipping appropriately in between each. Normally $78. This is going down to $63.20. This is 86% claim. Might want to jump on that as quickly as possible. Tecton doesn't do too many sales. This is 1/2 inch. These are impact rated as well, so you might as well have those at the ready. Now, these next couple of knives I would call toolbox knives. Listen, yesterday I put together a bunk bed, and there was so many times while putting together the bunk bed, I was using my nice knife that's in my pocket for tasks that were really gummy. Opening up the brand new mattress, the twin size mattress that it came with. It had all sorts of residue on the tape itself, you know, having to go through and open up multiple things of screws, doing utility cuts, making small little cuts on the bunk bed because they forgot to drill out some of the holes at the factory. And I was constantly using my knife. Sometimes my knife would be on the other side of the room. It would be nice to just stick something like this in my tool bag, pull it out, use it rarely, but $14.99. I think that's a pretty good deal. It's normally $19.93, 25% off. It's only 14C R14 steel. You're going to have to, if you use this all the time, you're going to have to sharpen it a lot. I think it's pretty slick looking, to be honest with you. It's a Chinese made Kershaw, really good price. If you want an even better price though, the Crescent 3 1/4 inch drop point composite point blade. Now the Crescent knife is going to have a coating over it to try to make it a little bit more resistant to corrosion. So that's what these Crescent does, and Milwaukee does, and DeWalt does. Any of these tool companies that also offer pocket knives, they do put a coating over it to try to give you a little bit more rust resistance. Now this has a 5 CR15 MOV super budget steel. This is another, I would say, if you're a mechanic in a common shop, other mechanics, if you are somebody that works in like HVAC, something where your items walk away a lot, but you want to have it at the ready, $9.99, normally $22. No one buys it for 22 bucks. I normally track this. It's around $16. So this is actually a pretty good price at $9.99. It's a liner lock, and this is, like I say, something else you might want to put in your toolbox or just put in the armrest of your truck and just have it at the ready. It's a flipper. I think it looks pretty mellow, pretty bland, but at 10 bucks, that's not bad. Now, this is a little bit step above over toolbox knife. This is the Cold Steel 4 Max Scout folding knife. It comes with their triad lock. Now, this does have the AUS 10 blade steel, which is a step above AUS 8 because it does have a better it holds its edge a little bit better. So the working edge on this is going to be a little bit better. This is going to be really good for you to actually pound on, to do some very idiotic things at your campsite. It has a lot of like impact tests, shock tests. The triad lock is very, very stout when it comes to Cold Steel. Normally $54.21. This is coming down to $49.99. Not a huge savings, but even at 8% off, I haven't seen it at this price in quite some time. Next one here is the Civivi Banneret. I can't pronounce it. This is an overpriced knife as it stands. $95, way too much for this budget knife. This is Nitro V steel. However, the way they have this thing positioned is that it is 50% off, while supplies last, and this goes through April 18th. So this might be something that you might want to check out overall. I like the way these knives look, and at 50% off, that's going to bring it down near the $50 mark, a little bit below that. I'm way more comfortable with spending the $45 mark. I would be comfortable spending like $65 on these, but dropping down well below like the $45 mark makes me feel a lot better. That's going to be automatically applied. I think you have to be a Prime member to get that. But I really like the way these things look. The profile of these are similar to like the Para 3, the Spyderco Para 3. It does have like a small bolster lock. I don't own one of these. I would like to get my hand on one. And at this price, I actually think I might snatch one up just to have one. Nitro V blade steel. It does have a reversible pocket clip. I think it looks really slick, and I'm glad that they're having this sale because this is the only way I will be able to suggest something specifically at this price. Those are the deals I see for this week. I've already snatched up one. I'm going to post this video, and then I'm going to revisit the Civivi deal. Let me know if you guys see any deals that I'm missing. Let me see if there's anything else I need to check out. If this is your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.